class, we are going to talk about the first law of wealth, the law of earning. But before going into this topic specifically, it's important for us to talk about some basic concepts so that we can build consistent bases to move on to the next steps. The first thing we have to know about the 4 laws of wealth is that they are universal and inflexible laws. Universal, because they work everywhere. Inflexible, because you can't change these laws, there is an order for things to happen. There is a hierarchy: first you earn, then you spend. Then you save, and then you invest. Chances are, if you try to break this law, you will be met with failure. There is a logical order. You shouldn't spend money before you earn money. You can't invest money if you don't save money. Do you realize that there is a logic behind this law? No matter how simple it looks. If you understand this law in a consistent way, you will already get out of common sense. You will already create a mindset that will put you in a completely different place. You can be sure what I'm talking about. Good people, getting specifically into the theme of this class, which is the law of winning. Earn more money. This is the first step we have to take in building wealth. So I would like to talk to you about some examples so that we can understand a little more about this story. Many people are going through a difficulty or are facing a problem in their life. These people, they get very confused and they end up confusing some concepts. As they don't know the 4 laws of wealth, they end up creating a problem where there isn't one. They end up putting their attention where it shouldn't be. This creates a barrier that impedes that person's progress. I'll give you an example. Let's imagine a person who earns very little. This person, he is already a thrifty person. He is already a person concerned with his expenses. She just can't save money because she earns so little. The money she earns must be solely and exclusively to maintain her survival on earth. All she earns is to pay her rent, buy her food, pay her commute around town, and go to work. It's the only thing this person does. He doesn't have an extra, he doesn't travel. She doesn't have a car, she doesn't buy any luxury items. Her money is just to survive. Taking into account this example I gave, do you realize that this person's big problem is not spending, not saving, and not investing? Her problem is making more money, although that seems very simple. Most people do not realize this and divert attention from it. For example, a person who earns very little, when he gets to college, he says, I feel like eating a hot dog. When she goes to buy it and sees that it's $5, she doesn't buy it, thinking that those $5 she's going to save will make some difference in her life. But realize, her problem is not spending money. She already spends very little, her problem is making money. But she is worried about the $10. Another very common example. This same person, concerned about financial investments, she managed to save $100. And she's worried about where she's going to invest those $100. Do you know what the yield of $100 is? Do you think this income will bring something to you? Absolutely not. It will change absolutely nothing in your life. It's even cool that you know that you like it. But understand the 4 laws of wealth and understand their hierarchy. That's what will make you generate progress in life. You must place your attention in the right place. And the right place where your attention should be right now, within this example I've given, is making more money. Your only concern at this point should be thinking about multiple sources of income. You will already be seeing things in a different way. Now you understand, okay, I earn little. My problem right now is actually making more money. Once you understand this, now you need to understand. What are the gateways? What are the paths you can find to earn more money? And the first thing? What are the places that put money in your pocket? What are the sources that forward the money to your bank? Basically, there are 4 fonts. There are 4 ways you can earn money: salary, profit, income, and interest. Salary is when you exchange time for money. You go there to a company and say the following: look, I'll work for you 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. I will hand in my work. In return, you will pay me. This remuneration, this is the salary. Profit is the reward for risk. It's the margin left in your pocket. After you've paid all the costs of an operation to produce a service or a product, that margin that's left in your pocket is profit. Income is the passive income you receive. It's money you earn without working. If you have a house, a property, land, or anything, you rent this land, and every month, the person who rented it pays you a monthly rent. That is, you will receive an income without working. And interest is nothing but the price of money. You make your capital available to someone, right? For a person, for a company, for a public institution, within a predetermined period. And you charge interest for it, right? When the person who returns this money will return it to you with interest. Perfect. In this class today, we are going to focus our attention on two forms, profit and income. We are not going to focus on salary or interest. We are not going to talk about salary, because salary is limiting. Salary is when you trade time for money, right? Time is limited, so your salary will also be limited. The idea of this class is not to work with limitations. The idea of this class is to talk about prosperity. It is to talk about setting up multiple sources of income. So, we are not going to talk about that topic in this class. And now you say to me, "But I can't earn more at my company, in my work." I answer you, of course you can. You can increase your salary. You can even increase your variable remuneration. Your commissions, you can do more overtime. But all this will be a very small increase compared to the proposal we are working on in this class. And the interest? Interest only happens when you already have capital, but we'll talk about that in our last class. Today this class is about profit and income. Within this idea, there are several ways to earn money. You can build high-quality products and services and make them available in the market. You can produce a digital product and make it available on the internet. Anyway, there are a multitude of options for you to earn money and make a profit or get a passive income. But what I really want you to understand right now is that wealth is a mental process. All wealth starts in your mind. All the wealth you need is already within you. You just need to manifest this wealth in your physical field, in your material field. But everything you need is already in your mind. This is the first step. You need to understand that all this material wealth that is around you, all these products that were built by man before materializing in the real world, passed through someone's mind. Your cell phone, your computer, your television, your bed, your painting, your clothes, your sneakers, your sofa, the plane you take to visit your family in another city. All this, before materializing in real life, crossed someone's mind. Everything you need is in your mind. Do not create limitations for yourself. You can get where you want, whatever limitation you create. All the poverty you have, all the scarcity you have is because you create mental blocks. You have to get rid of it. For then, yes, prosper. This is the first step. After that, you need to understand how this happens. In practice, all wealth, speaking of products, services, it happens through something called the law of compensation. How does the law of compensation work? You generate value for society, and society returns value to you in the form of money. You look at the market, identify a problem, identify a need. It builds a product, a service to meet this need. Deliver this product to society, and society returns the value to you in the form of money. This whole process of wealth is an exchange process. It is a value exchange process. You generate value for your customer, and the customer returns value to you in exchange for money. Within this scenario, based on this logic, it is very important that you understand that your focus, your attention, and your energy should not be on the money itself. It must be in building high-quality products and services. You need to serve your customer. You need to generate value for him. When you do that, money comes as a reward. Money is born as a consequence of good work. This is key. If you get it into your head, if you understand it deeply, it will change your life. See, I don't want you to create a hoard of information here. I don't want you to create formation accumulation in the horizontal field. Information until you have an information overdose. I do not want it. I want you to mentalize your knowledge. I want you to practice what I'm saying and put down roots for deep about this knowledge. It changed my life. And I'm here because I believe it can change your life too. Do you realize that by generating value for society, society will return that value to you? This is the law of compensation. There's no secret. If you do, you will prosper. You will progress in your life within this concept. I'm going to bring here some important tips so you can execute this perfectly in your everyday life. The first tip: research and study new ways to earn money. This is key. Read good books, watch good videos, subscribe to good YouTube channels, listen to good podcasts. Talk to people who are references within your market. This will increase your vision, it will enhance your repertoire, it will make you a more creative person. Reading is a fundamental thing. It is a process that changes your life completely. So this is the first tip: study. Now you need to develop a clear, well-defined goal that is specific. Usually when people say they want something, but without a goal, they don't build something in their head. They simply say, I want more money, but don't say if it's $1,000, $10,000, $50,000, $1 million. Realize that there is a lot of difference when you have a goal that is specific. Your subconscious does not understand what you want, it will not guess. You need to bring clear and specific information so that your mind can understand it and chart a clear path for you to turn that goal into reality. So writing this objective in a clear way is fundamental. I brought you an example here. Let's imagine the person who wants to open an online store. It's her dream. It's just that she's a little lost. How are you going to write this objective? You are going to take a sheet of paper. At the beginning of this sheet, you are going to put the city where you are and you are going to put the date on which you are writing this objective. And you describe the following. My goal is to start my online store and manage to earn $20,000 by March 30th, 2023. To make this goal a reality, I promise to look for the best products for my customers. I promise to work with dedication, motivation, enthusiasm. I promise to make 3 posts a week on my store profile with high-quality content by the end of this year. After you've written this objective, you'll sign it with your name. Realize that this gives you another view of what you need to do. Within that objective, you have a very clear goal. You want to build an online store. You want to make $20,000 by the end of the year. And then you put what you are going to give in return to turn that goal into reality. Everything in life has a price. Then you have to write down what you are going to give in return to make that goal a reality. You will read this objective every day so that it stays fresh in your memory. Only after you've written that goal will you get here. In my tip number 3, you've already written your goal. Your goal is the top of a ladder. But if you jump from the ground to the top of the stairs, you'll fall down. You will break down your goal, and here comes my tip number 3, build a detailed plan. You are going to take this objective and you are going to divide this objective into goals. Smaller goals are the goals that will make you reach your goal. Think the goal is the top of the ladder and goals are the steps of the ladder. Every day you will climb a step. Every step you climb is a step closer to your big goal, which is there at the end, but you take it one step at a time. One step a day. If you try to take a step much bigger than your leg, you will probably fall. So you have to be humble, you have to be wise, just take one step at a time and know that you will have to take this goal and divide it into small goals. It can be a monthly goal, a fortnightly goal, for you to reach your big goal. Once you've decided on your goals, you'll split. You will turn your goals into activities. Write on your paper, I have a goal of earning $20,000 a month. You need to think, okay, I'm going to make $20,000 a month. But, what do I need to get there? If today I earn $2,000 a month, next month I need to earn 3, the next 4, 5. And think of other sources of income to earn more each month. So I can create schedules of what I need to do each month, and even each day. What is the importance of having well-defined activities? You get up in the morning already knowing everything you need to do. one thing that can't happen is you get up in the morning and not have the slightest idea of how your day is going to be. Generally, if you are completely lost, not knowing what are you going to do. So you need to have a very detailed plan with the activities you are going to do. So you'll get up in the morning and you'll have a schedule. You will have a step-by-step of what you will need to do that day. Obviously things will go wrong at some point and you will need to adjust your goal. Adjust your activities to your goals, but remember, the principle is to have an attitude where you need to go for execution. Go there, get off your ass, plan, make a very detailed plan. Draw your goals, your activities on it, after that, leave for their execution. Execute in the best way possible, and I'm sure you will progress towards solutions. Lastly, my tip number 4: focus on your object. Focus on your goal. Don't jump from branch to branch. Consistency is one of the secrets to success. If you have 2 or more goals that are conflicting, you will probably divert your focus and not have enough energy to turn your idea into reality. You need to set the goal and focus. Channel energy into it to generate value for society, create high-quality products and services. Establish this exchange process, and the reward you will receive will be the money from those people who are consuming your products or services. And so you fulfill the first law of wealth, which is the law of earning. Remember, all your effort, your energy should go into setting up multiple sources of income. You need to increase your sources of income. You need more money. If you don't earn more money, you won't be able to move on to the next steps, which is spend, save, invest. And in the next class we will talk about spending. But it will only be released in a week, so you can put into practice the content of this class. See